On August 16th of this year, the villages of Ashcroft, Cache Creek, and Clinton agreed to an inter-community scheme to deliver bylaw enforcement services. So what is bylaw enforcement? Hi, my name is Gloria Mertens, and this is That's My Take, an interpretation and education of village council proceedings. Local governments have the authority to regulate, prohibit, and impose requirements by bylaw in relation to various matters in order to enhance community living. Some bylaws listed on the website include snow removal, unsightly premises, traffic regulations, dog control, noise control, fire regulations, and water conservation, among others. Local governments may try different things in order to encourage its residents to be good citizens and abide by bylaw rules. Ashcroft attempts to educate the public about its regulatory rules through its monthly newsletter and Facebook posts, although regrettably, maintenance of its website does not seem to be as high a priority. The new digital sign, however, is now being used to remind the public of their civic obligations and to inform them of their responsibilities. The village also tries to leverage voluntary compliance where possible by sending out letters. When voluntary compliance is not forthcoming, tickets with fines may be issued. And this is where the bylaw enforcement officer may make an appearance on your doorstep and gather information. Prior to August 16th, complaints about bylaw infractions were dealt with by the Chief Administrative Officer. In April 2020, funding for bylaw enforcement services became available through Emergency Management BC due to the provincial emergency declaration. The neighboring communities of Cache Creek and Clinton agreed to partner with Ashcroft, and for over a year they have met on average every month to take the appropriate legal steps to set up a bylaw scheme to share the service. Two different ticketing systems were discussed. The Municipal Ticket Information System, MTI, would require payment of a penalty in order to avoid a court appearance or a deemed conviction, would be more like a criminal offense, and the fines would be fairly steep. The bylaw notice adjudication system would require a neutral third party to adjudicate in cases of disputed tickets. Small claims court or civil court would be involved in cases of amassed tickets or non-compliance, and the fines would be slightly less steep. The village bylaw currently on the books, Ticket Information Utilization Bylaw number 762, 2009, intimates that they are using the MTI system or the court system. However, all discussions of the working group focused around the bylaw notice adjudication system. It is assumed that the website will be updated once the BNA bylaw is developed and adopted. All communities indicated that the ticketing is not intended to be a revenue source, but rather a deterrent. Ashcroft will have the bylaw enforcement officers in the community for 2 days a week, while Clinton and Cache Creek will have the officer in the community 1 day a week. All costs are apportioned equitably, so Ashcroft will be paying more for the service. Although the bylaw officer has been hired and has taken over the complaints on file with the village, there is as yet no bylaw establishing the charges for different bylaw infractions. Working group notes report that a uniform presence typically encourages most residents to be bylaw compliant, and money in the budget has been allocated for the bylaw enforcement officer to have a uniform. It is unclear if there will be any proactive bylaw enforcement or if bylaw enforcement will continue to be complaint-driven. In the meanwhile, citizens may want to review the bylaws on the website to get an idea of what infractions could be ticketed. Better yet, let's just be good citizens and considerate neighbors. And that's my take.